Call to order the Sister Cities Commission meeting for Monday, October 6th. Roll call.
Ellie Sweeney's not here, so I'll be the secretary tonight. I'll start with, we've got,
Brian Filson, I'm here.
okay,
Tony Bernick.
Dick Seaboth.
Jane Mady Hockey.
Larry Mack,
Carolyn Smith.
Ron Wendinger.
Samuel Knops.
perfect. Thank you.
Has everybody reviewed the minutes, the approval of the minutes for September 8th?
Madam Chair, I believe they reflect the activities of the commission that day. I'll move the minutes.
Second,
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed. Our financial reports are in there, and it looks like everything has pretty much the same. We did get, for July broad stand, $54 in tip, and August was $51, and the broad stand earnings for July were $161.50, and I believe the August ones have been delivered but not posted. Okay. And so that was our income. We did pay out $444.67, and I believe that is for the expense for the award reception and the plaque, and then the canopy expense. We purchased a canopy for use at the broad stand, and then the car rental was included that for Samuel. So that was a total of $444.67. It leaves us with a balance of $8,106.89. Are there any questions on the general fund and the special projects funds? If not, I look for a motion.
I'll deliver motion.
Second that.
All those in favor?
aye.
Opposed? Passed. Okay, and then we'll go, Martha has, under 4.1, Martha had a conflict for tonight's meeting and will not be able to update the commission, and I need approval to postpone her date till November. Is there any discussion? If not, I look for a motion.
Oh, go ahead.
I'll offer a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed. And then on our cultural exchange program, the Outbound, again, she submitted her third and final letter with photos to be published in the journal, and Lisa included that in our minutes. If you printed them all out, they're in there. Okay. Along with pictures that she showed. She was at Williamsburg for a Saturday Night Fever. She posted a picture with Annika at where Annika works at the concrete cement factory. And so that should be in the paper. I haven't seen the paper, so I'll have to look.
I think I don't know if the pictures are in, but there's an article in there, because I cut the article out, it's in the kiosk, and I copied the pictures and I put them in the kiosk. That's all changed, finished.
And then our inbound is Samuel, and his dates are September 2nd through the 24th, and he's working, of course, at Shell's. And there was a calendar of events that was included. They're keeping him quite busy with speaking engagements. I understand you had a fun time at the parade on Saturday.
Yeah, it was really good.
And on Wednesday, this week, you're going to speak to the Saratoga Club.
Yeah,
And then on Thursday, the Lions.
exactly.
Okay, and then we're going to give you a break until September 19th. You're going to speak with the German Speaking Club. at
Exactly,
MLC.
yeah.
And then the Rotary again on the 28th of October. and then at the Optimus on the 11th. And are you going to be attending Oktoberfest this weekend out at Shell's?
Yes, I will be there for probably both days.
Okay, all right.
You have an official role? Do you got to work or?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yet? Okay.
How many mugs have you been practicing with?
I still need to practice that.
Okay,
Get
okay.
your Stein holding ready?
Yeah, exactly. They told me I should participate, so.
Well, for sure.
Kyle will train you.
Yeah, he'll train you.
Done 14, so.
Oh, okay. I don't think I can handle that much.
All right. And then Samuel, would you like to give us an update on your participation in Oktoberfest events and the Alma Munster?
Exactly. It's a small presentation about the Ulmer Minster. What you meant that?
I think he'll help you.
I'm set up. Okay. So it's only a
There we go.
There we go.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right. It's a small presentation about the Ulmer Münster, construction, architecture, and some fun facts. I try to answer every question, but I don't know everything. It's just too much. Okay. The Ulmer Münster here in the picture, located in central Ulm, right on the Danube. It's a beautiful Münster, and it's by now the world's largest church tower, with 161.53 meters or 176.65 yards. And since it's the largest church tower since 130 years now. Soon the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona, Spain will have the highest church tower with 172.5 meters or 188.64 yards. Originally, the church was built as a Catholic church, but then in the 1600s, the inhabitants of Ulm voted to be Protestant, so now it's a Protestant church. The foundation stone was laid in 1377 and consecrated in 1405, so it took some years to have the base building. It got paused in 1543. That was the time when the inhabitants of Ulm voted to change the religion. And it got completed in 1890. So it took over 500 years to complete this church. And when it got paused, everything was completed except all of the towers. So after 1543, they only built the towers. We have 3 towers. That's the main one in the picture right now. And the small ones on the side were missing 2 at that point. All right, we have several builders. First, the whole style of the church is called Gothic architecture. It's very heavily influenced by Romanesque architecture. It doesn't have a lot of gold inside, not a lot of bling. It's very basic, and it's made out of sandstone, so it's not the best stone for building because it doesn't last for a long time. You have to do a lot of repairs over the years. And we have several builders. The first one was Heinrich Pahler. He was the main architect of the Münster. He also was the architect of the Holy Cross Münster in Schwäbisch Gmünd. And the first head builder was Ulrich Ensingen. The pictures are also in, so the first picture is Heinrich Pahler, that's in the church. The second one is Ulrich Ensingen, that's also in the church. And then in 1477, we have the next bigger architect called Matthias Böblinger. He took over and made several structural changes because the weight of the roof didn't have enough support from the arches in the church. So he took over and changed all the arches, and also did changes to the main tower, the big one. And Burkhard Engelbert also started in 1477, was the second bigger master builder who reinforced all of the foundation and tackled the structural damage already done in 170 or 140 years. You can climb up the tower. It's a long walk. You have 768 steps until you reach the top platform at 143 meters or 156 yards. But when you get up, it's a wonderful view. You can see over Bavaria and Baden-Württemberg. And when you have a really good clear sky, you can also see the Alps. And it's always worth an experience going up there. I can only recommend it. All right, sorry. On the left side, you see the choir that was built originally in the 1500s. They was built by Jörg Sörlin. And there are also a lot of stained glass and sculptures by Hans Mulcher. He was born in the 1400s. And Hans Mulcher is also very famous because he did a lot of altars in several churches all over Germany. And they got renovated, of course, the pictures, but a lot of it is still the original glass dated back to the 15 or 1400s. That's quite amazing. And when the sun is shining into those windows, it's beautiful. All right, Ulm got bombed in 1944, very heavy. The Minster mostly survived, luckily, but the entire town west of the Minster and north of the Minster were completely destroyed. And almost all other buildings at the town square or directly in front of the Ulmer Münster got also completely eradicated. And 80% of our medieval buildings in the city center also got destroyed. So we lost a lot of architecture and history during that time. And even a 500 kilo bomb dropped into the Ulmer Münster, into the choir, but it didn't explode, luckily. So the Münster survived, except most of the windows were destroyed by the bombs. Here, some fun facts. We have a small Lego Münster in the church. It's taller than the Cologne Cathedral, which is probably way more famous than the Ulmer Münster. When I talk with people about, well, I'm from Ulm, they don't know Ulm, but they mostly know the Cologne Cathedral. Albert Einstein climbed the tower in 1923. He went up there because he was born in Ulm. I don't know if a lot of people know that Albert Einstein was German at one point. The construction time was 513 years. That was a long time. And on the roof, we have a small sparrow called the Ulmer Spatz. And it's like the emblem of Ulm. So, yeah. Nowadays, the cultural role of the Ulmer Münster, it's holding still over 1,000 services and events annually. We have a lot of organ concerts, we still have church services, we have a lot of classical music concerts, and as far as I know, even art exhibitions sometimes. And being in the church and just listening to the music is wonderful. You don't have sound like this in theaters or something like that, the sound of a church is always way more impressive, I would say. And there are still ongoing restorations to the towers, mostly because they are out of sandstone. I've never seen the towers without construction, to be honest. I only know them under construction because the decorations are mostly falling apart, or when we have heavy winds or thunderstorms, sometimes stuff breaks from the decorations. So in summary, the Olmo is a Gothic masterpiece. So is the Cologne Cathedral, by the way, is also built in Gothic architecture style. And it's a symbol of our civic pride and endurance that, for the long building time. Thank you.
Very nice, Samuel.
Thank you very much, Samuel.
Thank you.
Very nice presentation.
Thank you for sharing.
We'll move on to old business. Update relating to photos, et cetera, for the kiosk. I turned those in today, the bills, and Carolyn updated them correctly, and they're all done. And we're going to add Samuel when we get pictures.
Oh, no, I don't have them from the parade. And that's good. And so I need to get a parade shot.
Okay.
Because it looks cute with the waving and the,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
I'm working on it.
All right.
I didn't get it.
All right. Any other old business? If not, let's move on to new. We're opening the application period for the 2026 Cultural Exchange Program. It'll start November 15th through December 31st. And we approved that time frame in 2019 to allow for additional reviews of applicants and schedule interviews. So the previous used to be January 31st. She has done the flyer and mailed it to colleges and done social media. She has included in our packet that we got today pictures of the brochures and of the colleges that she sent it to, and along with the press release that is going out for the Cultural Exchange Program. So it's getting started, and we'll be moving forward with that.
Did she contact the radio at all? Get it on there as well?
I don't know, did she, do you know anything?
No. We definitely can do an interview or whatever if somebody wants to come in and talk.
Well, why don't you have Samuel come in and then he can tell you about his experiences?
Well, we've had him. We've had him on a podcast. He was all over the world on a podcast. We had him on the radio already.
Nice.
He was suggesting maybe some type of variety show he'd like to host too. So
Juggling?
Some hidden talents that you can share?
But so that wouldn't be a bad idea, Larry, to before you head out, to maybe come in and talk again, and maybe kind of do a plug for the program. So before you leave, we got to set something up, okay?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Okay. And then under 7.2, there was communication from Eurydice Mack, great-granddaughter of Hans
Hans
Jost, requesting photos, documents, etc. of her great-grandfather during his time with the Sister Cities program, and to share with her grandmother. And she included the stuff that she sent back. I don't know how. There was a letter from the mayor, from Mr. Boisman, and some brochures, our pictures of our stuff that we have going back to that. So that was all attached. And then I don't know if everybody read. I read some of it. I didn't get a chance to read it all. So, but she did follow up on that and send it all back.
I think Judy Yost was a foreign exchange student the year before you, right? With John Schreck's class, because he used to talk about her.
Yep. She stayed with the, lost the name.
probably know it
I
too,
was
and I
gonna
don't,
say Jane Watson, but that's her married name. Anyway, yeah, she was, in fact, I hung out with her a bit.
I think that's how we ended up with all of this. She started here as a foreign exchange student for the year at Public, and then somehow, I don't know the whole story, but I know it came from the year before we graduated.
So what year was this?
Larry,
Graduated the class of 63.
63,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, she was with the class of 63. And, yeah.
See, that's interesting to
Yeah.
know.
I've not seen anything like this before. Did we get her what she wanted, or do we have what she wanted? Where are the files? Have we,
I don't, I just know what Lisa included in there.
oh, okay. I didn't look at that yet.
Yeah. She said that she had forwarded everything back, so I'm sure if she doesn't get what she wanted, hopefully she'll contact us and want more.
Would the museum have any other records by
I was
chance,
gonna,
you know,
that was
going
my
back?
next thought. Ernst Ludwig came over in 1985 and we dedicated the Room. And Hans Joos also had made some visits. And we might have documentation of that at the museum.
Because she wants to share it with her grandmother.
Yeah,
Udi Mack.
with Ute, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder, but the yearbook from John's class,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that might have something in it. It certainly would have her in it.
Sure.
You can maybe
I know
have
I-
John take a picture of it?
He,
or-
I don't think he has his. I don't think he bought that.
I still have the wallet, a picture from her.
Oh.
She wrote her note on the back of it, yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So I could locate that.
I can certainly ask. I'll ask John about that, because he does talk about her. Once I got into Sister Cities, then he wanted to talk about, but he calls her, he's got funny, Udi Joost, I think is how, he can barely say it. I say it better.
Maybe I'll follow up with Lisa and see if we want to send anything more or
Okay, sure.
follow up with more contact and going forward. And then 7.3 is feedback from Terry Sweeney when picking up our intern at the airport. It's 2 pages. It's quite detailed, but he has some valid points.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and I know when I have the girls, I've always reached out to them ahead of time, gotten their emails and reached out to them and sent a picture of me, and they've sent a picture of themselves. So that does help when you're at the airport, trying to pick somebody up. But there was a little confusion with the flight that Samuel came in. He was going to come on Lufthansa, but it was actually Discover Airlines. And so if Terry went and worked in the travel agency and put the pieces together, probably wouldn't have been at the right spot at the right time.
Yeah, Discovery Airlines is a daughter company from Lufthansa, so it goes by both names. And in Germany, it's always, I think, Lufthansa, and then the daughter's name of the company. I don't know how it's in America here.
Well, there are several of them that other big airlines that have other little airlines underneath them. So a photo exchange, that's probably a good idea. Knowing if there's cell phone ways to contact them, so that if you miss your point, poor Samuel could be standing in one end of the airport and somebody could be on the other end of the airport, and it would take a while for them to.
Terry did make the point that it was not in the cards for this one, and it may not be down the road either, because the inbound person doesn't have a phone that's acclimated to America. You got to get a SIM card for that, and they usually don't do that in Germany. They do it when they're here. So phone contact in the airport's going to
The
be,
email part of it prior to, so that.
well, the BORF, yeah.
So that you know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Or sometimes WhatsApp,
Yeah.
WhatsApp,
WhatsApp, yeah,
I
that's
just know when,
I
I've
use that
picked
a
up-
lot with my
yeah, with
girls.
Athan,
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah. So just a good thing for us to think about when we pick up our next one. And then some general things to think about when you pick them up. They've flown for a long time. Have water and ask them if they're hungry or if they just want to rest or if they want to visit or if there's anything they need to do on the way home. Make sure you probably check with the host family to see if they're going to have, depending on the flight when they come in, what time, if they're going to have something planned for them to eat when they get back, things like that. So it was very nice of Terry to put this together, and we'll use it going forward, hopefully to make it easier for others when they go to the airport and pick up our next individual that's coming. All right?
I think it's a wonderful idea and use it as a tool,
Yeah.
you know, and we can just,
Because they don't always come in into the same airport, they don't always use the same airlines, they don't always, you know, and they come in at various different times depending on what their connecting flights and stuff were coming into the States, so, yeah. It's not like going to pick somebody else up where you just wait outside and they come to you. But we want to make it a pleasant experience when they get here so that they're not just standing there wondering where they're going to be going. All right? If there is no further business, new business, the next meeting will be held on Monday, November 3rd at 5:15 in the chambers here. I look for a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.